You share and stare at the screen. Just like play music in the background. Do. You share and stare at the screen. Yeah, it's gonna say that again. Hola, Chipper. I was just fixing to play music. Gonna play music to like interest myself while I waited for people to show up. Ah, this is just like I found email in my spam folder, so just wanted to reiterate if there was anybody on the flight path, you might want to hit me up. That's all this is about. I'm not gonna stay on here like super duper long. I hope. Get all your stuff. Ha ha ha, you two. Get all your stuff done for the day there, one senior. You could have found when I was digging in the dirt. Oh, it's a cheap paring knife made from China. But now I have it. Matilda, you just started your YouTube update. Sorry, man. Hey, Frank. Sitting here looking everywhere but the screen. Juanita, survival comms, smoking. Yeah, Wes is tripping. Wes is tired. Uh, Wes is stressing. Stressing's bad for you. Got my work getting in the way of my playing or trying to. You know, my playing to get in the way of my work. I'm out groceries. Hey, Brett. Um, this thing goes. I hope I didn't find it, break down and throw it away. Did you get a dog, dude? Chipper? Chipper, did you get a dog? Let me rephrase that. I have a scanner here that doesn't pick up channels anymore. And it still works and everything, but everybody went digital. Is there anything I was going to show it to you? And see if I just needed to like take the batteries out and throw the rest of it away or whatever. Hey, Uncle Al. JC Miller in the house. I don't know, guys. Get that phone machine working yet? At least you're not married to Tyra Banks. Then your wife would look like a man. Dude, your little girl is so cute in that shirt. Weather channels? Okay. Ah. Okay. Came really close to doing that today, but there might be something on the side of the road in a garage sale between here and Tennessee that I can't live without. And there's a potential for the same thing on the way back since it's going to be a different route. You never know. You know how many flipping flea markets are over there? Yo, people live in flea market heaven. If I lived over there, it would just be a junk dealer. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, honey, write all those down. I'm just joking. Okay. Whoa, she's a ninja at the screenshot. Yes, I did. But there's still, you know. I could do my famous get up and walk away thing and go get that bucket of stuff we bought at the all those sales in Abilene. I just want to have to pick up that skillet. I mean, I still don't know why I talked myself into buying that thing. It's like, seriously, whoa, that far across. It's like, you put some biscuits in there. All right, make sure. Travel comes, we will check into that if I can figure out what I did with it. Yeah, we got rid of cable. How long's it been? Seven or 8 years ago? Sure, I'll do that for you. Hey, Tim, what's wrong with my snake? I thought she did a relatively good job of trying to convince me that she was a prairie rattler. Scared the crap out of my dog. Hey, we watch Netflix, but then we can pick and choose. Like I started a couple of shows and stuff. I'm like, okay, and we didn't finish them because they went against my personal moral beliefs. They were obviously liberal propaganda, so I just quit watching them. And that's up to y'all. I mean, I'm not going to be one of those guys that say you can watch this and can't watch that. Well, that's all. That's between you. I mean, it doesn't matter what your life choice is. Your life choice is between you and God. It's none of my business. As long as you don't make it my business, there ain't gonna be no business. Don't grab my butt in the men's room and we're fine. Okay. Clarify the restroom signs in the Wally World, and I will not walk into the wrong one again. That was a little embarrassing. good plan.
I was like, have we fallen so far as that we don't realize?
Yes. If we invest, we can go spend $80 on an antenna. Then I have to like climb up there and put it on the roof and stuff. But when I do that, then we get 4, 5, 6 channels for the big whopping cost of nothing. Well, you don't like walk to let them go. Snakes crawl for miles. So if you're going to relocate one, you take it to the neighbor's house or to town. I mean, they're perfectly fine in town. You take them to town. There's more rats and stuff in town than there is out in the country anyway. Thoughts on 7.62 by 39? The photo metal jackets are useless. Other than that, it's perfectly fine. The Russian soft tips, they work. The non-army surplus hollow points and stuff, they work. Those ones with the little nylon tip, they're like $20 a box, 20 or like a buck a round. Those are pretty good. And it will put a hole in you. The full metal jackets are anti-personnel rounds. They're not hunting rounds. Just walk to town then if you don't want the snake in your vehicle. Saying all snakes must die is like saying that all Democrats are liberals and that all Republicans are conservatives and that all libertarians are dope heads. So that might be right. Until we eliminated the bull snake population for the chickens, we enjoyed 2 years of minimal rattlesnake activity. Got rid of the bull snakes, got the rattlesnakes back. Not killing the bull snakes. And I relocated the snake to the other side of the property line. My responsibility to relocate the snake was fulfilled. Honey, don't make me have to put that one bajambi on you and take you out of that chat. Y'all have to listen to me, not my wife. This is my live stream. I'm the boss on here.
True, Chipper.
Exactly. Anyway, before I get whacked off all into this other crap, y'all know what I meant? You know what I said? Before I get thrown off and completely away, this is a reminder that if you're on the flight path, drop me an email. Brian, did Brian show up in here? Morlock? Anyway, I just found your email and I emailed you back. Because apparently people are going to spam into my spam folder instead of my normal folder. Scorpions need to die.
If there's one on the property, you can find.
Or you could be me and reach down and grab a stick and have like that movie, The Lost in Space, where all the little tiny spiders crawl out of the dude's belly or whatever. Yeah, some hand play. Yes, but I'm not getting emails from people that are wanting me to stop. I have no way of checking the logistics and stuff. Because if there's a few people that want to stop and have a cup of coffee and they're all within the same dropping distance at the same point on the same road, then two birds with one stone. You know, y'all get to meet them too. I just need to know ahead of time. Killed 3 widows today too. Black widows. Well, 1 brown widow and 2 black widows. You know, now I do not know where they fit into the. I mean, I understand maggots. I really do. I can get why we need maggots. Bot flies, not so much. But regular fly maggots or whatever, that makes sense. Okay. But what do ticks do? What eats ticks? Dude, we're headed out Friday, guns. This coming Friday, early in the morning before the sun comes up. We're going to be headed for Georgia. And then we're going to meet a few people along the way, and then we're going to go past. It's a past Joe Fox meet and greet that we're going to. Yeah, that's a stupid long way to go, and there's no way we can like mag up with these people, but we can network with them. I don't want a regionally isolated mutual assistance group. Okay. That's nothing but several lone wolfers in the same hole. They're going to die. In the event, in and a over world changing big event, there will be a do-over. It will start again. You need to know people across that river. You need to know people over that mountain range. You need to know people, you know, across the plains. You need to know people. That way, if plans A, B, C, and D, and Q, and R, and X, and whatever fail, and it's you and your little, I'm headed for the hills, at least you can go, wait, if nothing else, I can go check on these people. I learned that from The Walking Dead. None of the Walking Dead people are there from the beginning. They're literally all gone. But there's still a group. Working together for the same thing. You network, you need to know people. So that's what we're trying to do. What's the survival cost talking about? Oh, botfly bunch. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for botfly. I do not understand. We get rabbits around here like that. And if I see them in the summertime, I'll go ahead and high desert. I eliminate the rabbit and then eliminate the flies. Because those are big flies. And they bite. They have to eat. All right, guns. Whenever you decide what you're going to do, let us know or do it, or then you can tell us about it later. Be blessed. Yeah, or something. Hey, Lily.
Smolo's in Florida, right?
Yes, Molo's in.
Oh, yeah, we're not going.
Yeah, we can't go that far south. That's
what he was saying. So,
I wish we could. And he'd have like, a 6-hour round trip to even get up on our line of travel.
but that's what he said. I doubt you're going to be south enough. If we meet him, he's looking out to leave Florida one of these days, not this trip. I just need to go to Florida.
Yeah, well, you can get into Florida without having to cross the water, baby. Not an island.
No, it's not an island.
It is kind of
only like 9 hours. There you go, LS.
all right, Frank. But seriously, if y'all, I'm not saying that we're going to get everybody. I'm just saying the more information we got, the more people we got, the more possibilities there are. We didn't think about it in time the last time we took a trip like this, and we literally drove right past Triumph, and I just hate that. And we missed Backwoods Rays by a couple hours. Yeah. When you remember you got something like that, you're like, oh, wait, I got some of those. We started out, we were looking at 14 and a half hours, 14 and a half to 16 and a half. And with our scheduled stops, it's gotten a little ridiculous. I liked your collaboration video, Lily. A lot, actually. But it just, a lot of this is me wanting to put faces to names. Some of y'all I've been able to figure out how to look at your Instagram stuff. So it's a little bit more personal, but yes. That's a good guy. Y'all keep lifting him up. He's got more stuff going on than y'all know about on here. You missed me. I was there 10 years ago. They ever figure out how to make it rain? Nevada's actually a really pretty drive, honestly. I mean, there's no trees or anything to look at. Pretty much rocks and bushes. And if you drive slow, you can see a lizard every once in a while. Hey, Will. How goes it? That's exactly it, Chipper. That's why I got the beard and stuff. So you moved from one place to the other? That makes all sense in the world, man. Well, no, y'all, that little creek, river, stream, bed, canal thingy or whatever it is you go take the hikes by uh, High Desert, that's kind of a pretty little chunk of real estate, honestly. We got places like that here, well, with salt cedars growing all over them and stuff. Got you can dig down 2-3 feet, walk off, and come back in 30 minutes and get you a drink of water, kind of deal. Oh, there's a lot of pretty country around here. That is just flat decent of you, Chipper. That's a way to put yourself out there. And we had thought about relocating to Arizona at one point, up in the mountains, but what's CMC? Super LOM. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and make you think that all young sees glare on my eyes. Miss Lakeisha, you are a pretty woman. I mean that with nothing but brotherly love. So that I was in the picture with you. Tell him it's all cool. I just want you to know that. Exactly, Mrs. West. We went to that crater thing. That was was that in Nevada or Arizona where that impact crater was at? I can't even remember now. That was cool. We used to take a lot of road trips. That was back when we had minivans. Pretty sure your eyes have not changed. And I'm fairly positive that the smile remains the same. Arizona, okay. Man, it was like we were toting Sweet Pea around. It's heavy. I miss my minivan. I'm gonna get another one. Minivans are the perfect road trip vehicle. They ride. Come on, people. They ride better than the Suburbans or any of them. I will never get in another Lincoln Navigator. Those things will beat your liver out. Might as well drive your pickup, which actually the Chevy pickups ride better than the Navigator. But anyway, yeah, they get better gas pods. There's more cargo, and there's more seating, and yeah, nobody notices the guy in the minivan. He's like, oh, look, there's a minivan. Now things may be different everywhere else. Nobody drives Excursions here. The highway distances are too great, and they literally, and y'all might be able to get better ones than we can around here. I mean, those things are gas hogs. Nobody drives them. There's a lot of Suburbans and Tahoe. The Toyota, the big thing from Nissan and the big thing from Toyota. Mostly around here, you see a lot of the mid-size sport utility vehicles, because you may be looking, and you got to realize when I say that you may be looking at an hour and a half one way to work. I mean, literally, people drive an hour and a half one way to work, and it's an hour and a half back. So they're putting on 3 hours a day on their vehicle. Now you're like, oh well, it's just 3 hours. Y'all live in a place where it takes y'all 3 hours to travel. You know, the same distance it takes us an hour and a half here. For reference, because the way the roads and stuff are laid out here, I can exit the state in under 6 hours. I can be in Louisiana. I can be in what? We can get Shreveport in 6.5. That's a long ways. I'm going to tell you how many miles it is. That's a long ways. But we don't have to do all this. Just drive. We've been looking at in the pickups and stuff, in pickups versus a full-size SUV, and it's You know, if we do another vehicle, it'll be a full size pickup. Because it's weird, the full size pickups actually get better mileage because it's weight. Okay, it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else other than the fact that the heavier the vehicle, the more power it requires. The more power it requires to pull it, the more fuel it has to consume. It's simple science. No, they have two transits. They got the big transit van, and they have the small transit van. The small transits didn't make out because the way they got them geared and stuff, because they've got them geared to haul the weight. Uh, they only get like 22 to the mile. They just didn't go over real big. The little ones didn't. We looked at them pretty hard, but the MPGs just didn't pay for the sacrifice in size. Yeah, Mopar. Don't everybody jump all over me. Mopar didn't think a lot of their electronics through. Yeah, that's what do you call it? Even they got brown transits here too. Brown and the red, white, and blues.
That's ugly, huh?
I don't know. That's something I've been looking at. A friend of mine's got. You know the little small Jeep pickup or whatever, the Comanche or something like that. Hmm. He's got one. It's cheap. Think about getting it. Taco Bueno is like a Taco Bell that doesn't make you sick. We used to have a really good Mexican food restaurant here, and then the guy decided he was getting his family out of this go nowhere town and moved. I had a lot of respect for the man and his whole family, the way he raised his kids, the way he ran his business, the way he ran his personal life. The man, it took him 4 years to get here legally. He came over here and he made the best of it. He was muy American. And we lost him to another town. We have a Bell. Villas and
No, I don't know what we have.
I know.
I was thinking Bell, but I was like, I don't remember seeing a Bell.
It's Taco Bell. We got Taco Villa in driving distance, but we still don't have a Taco John's, so it doesn't matter. What's the name of the wood at the Ponderosa? What do they call it? The big one? The wetback? Okay. When you walk into a Mexican food, well, it's not a Mexican food, but when you walk into a Mexican themed restaurant, same thing. The guy came over here, got his papers, did everything legal, fully legit, American as can be. He's a chef. This is his hobby. He opened a restaurant for a hobby. He has another way of making a living. The prices he wants to cover. Anyway, long story short, it's super duper affordable to eat there. And you'd be hard pressed to find better food. Off the menu, you order a burrito and you have to turn to the nice Hispanic lady who is his wife and say, I would like the wetback. The wetback is a burrito that is 16 inches long and like this big around, with queso and stuff on it. And they will smile at you and they say, would you like the sides with that? And you don't know any better. It says 16 inch. And everybody else, when they say 16 inch, they mean they take a 16-inch tortilla and wrap it around a burrito. You know. So you're like, yeah. And then they come out and you have food. It takes you 3 days to eat a stinking burrito. Yeah, it's good. Hey, oh, sorry. I turned the volume up because people like make a bunch of noise and stuff. But that I very seldom if ever get hungry for Mexican food.
What we have here.
Let's see. We talk to each other like, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Let's think. Mexican food? We got 2 cafes, which the food's okay at one of them. I'm scared to death to eat at the other one. Twice. This is a high-end, supposed to be higher-end place. Twice they brought me my food, and the French fries are frozen. Okay. They're supposed to be cutting these things up and frying them for you as you order them or whatever. Why is there ice crystals on my French fries? Whose plate did you just microwave and bring back to me? How long have those been in the freezer? I eat there when everybody else wants to eat there, and I don't order French fries. I guess maybe that's what they were thinking. But when you're giving me a steak that would insult your dog and starve your rabbit to death, and 6 or 7 French fries, I want it cooked. You know, I want them like your advertisement says it is. Now we can drive 40 minutes and eat Greek. Actually, pretty good food. We have one Italian place here. Not a big fan of Italian food. You know, once you cross the line past spaghetti and pizza, yeah, not big into Italian food.
They had kippers or whatever it's called. Capers. What is it called?
I don't know, whatever those rotten tasting little vegetables were, I ain't eating anymore.
Capers or something.
Put your weed seeds somebody else's food. Now, there's a place here you can get Mexican food. And it's funny because I love the food there. It's the only place I will eat enchiladas in this town because they taste like enchiladas rather than processed tortilla. Hello, Ozark. How's it going? Now then, I caution you, if you eat too much of the hot sauce, you will not be able to taste the food because your tongue will be exfoliating the entire time. But I also caution you that after you take the first bite of the hot sauce, the flavor will draw you back. And, well, that's a no-win. Just, it takes a personal level of restraint on your part not to eat that volcano juice that they set on the table. See, I like real Cajun food. Don't anybody say Popeyes. I grew up eating that stuff. And, you know, you'd be surprised to find out that that stuff's not really all that hot. They do that for the tourists. All right, CM, you do the same thing. Sorry, I forgot you were in the process of canning to store volcano juice there, Savage. You got any ice cream? We got an apple festival around here. We got apple festivals and pumpkin festivals, but they're like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Well, I will see about buying a jar of LaRocca's hot sauce. Now, bring it home real fast and can it up and ship it to you. And you can compare. I ate the rings thing. Moonshine Festival.
Hey, you don't have to put that food up.
He ignored you. I saw him hear you. Oh. You see, I'm not a big jalapeno fan. Jalapenos are the devil. Now to fess up, that's what's called a Fulgia. It's a hybrid. Looks just like a jalapeno. Tastes just like a jalapeno. It's like eating a banana pepper temperature wise. I love them. I eat them like candy. Did she knock me out? Yes, ma'am. Let me run through a list of names that will not incriminate me. But let's see. Cole, Freeman, and Proctor, I share blood with. Say again? Oh, Lackey. Yeah, Lackey. No, survival calls. That's straight up. That's actually that one was a little warmer than usual, but we make hot sauce. Brandon, hey, take one regular jalapeno and like dice it to nothing with the seeds gone, and then take the 4 or 5 of these and chop them up, seeds and all, and then make like half a gallon of, depending on the temperature of salsa. I like the flavor and I like my stuff to have a little bit of a bite, but I do not want to suffer through eating my food. Oh, she was talking to me. Hello, Brad. If I didn't actually say those words or if I just thought them. Yeah, don't do what I just did with real jalapeno. I know guys that do that. You ever notice those guys that eat jalapenos eat avocados right beside them? I found out why. when I'm eating jalapenos, real jalapenos, I eat me some avocado. The avocado neutralizes the acid, it stops the burn. Oh, are there any green eyes in your family? LS? Real green eyes? Yeah, edible hot's good. We cut pepper. That's pumpkins. Those things will like light you up. You couldn't eat my chipper. There's no way. The when I can't see the food no more, then I stir it in. So y'all are all blues and hazels with some browns thrown in. Yeah, blue and gray. Uh, Me and the brother just older than me are the only two that didn't look native. We went straight back to the Proctor line. Uh, the way it is. I don't know if it'll pick it up. Yes. I gotta wait for me to come up on the screen, see if I can see them. Yeah, pretty much. Looked like a Sasquatch. I hadn't heard something that I didn't think I'd ever heard. My wife told me to get a haircut. I think it's basically get a haircut or quit letting it go like this, looking like I worked in it all day or something. Well, let me put it this way: you use too much oregano, you can't cook. Oh, that. I said, look, I'm going for me. He's a little older than I am, though. Oh, well, you could have said something, just like walked over and said, "Hey, honey, it's been an hour."
How is it?
Or you could
I was
just,
helping.
or you could just call me out in the chat, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, it's like whatever. Um, I if I do get a haircut, it'll be back to a mullet. I found my old driver's license. I don't know why I still have that from the early 2000s or whatever. And I was like, wow, nice haircut. And then I looked at the one that I have now, and it seems like every driver's license photo I've taken since 1988, I've had a mullet almost all the way down my back. Exactly. If it was laying here, I'd show you all the photos. I found my wallet. Took it out because it was squishable. Have y'all seen the new purple line? No, here I go, derailing my own self. Uh, the oh, this is the one I look like a convict in. Never mind. Oh, you get to see that one. Dang it. What's talking about? Wait, it was on here. Oh, the Americans thing. I don't buy the DNA. I don't believe it. I don't think they can do it like they say they can. Now, I believe that they can take your DNA, and map it and say, okay, this DNA belongs to Wes S. Now, if there's ever a need for them to know if some DNA belongs to Wes S, they've got it. I don't buy that they can tell you whether or not your ancestors came from northwestern Mongolia, and one of your ancestors was like Genghis Khan's 27th concubine or whatever. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I know the research is getting on up there and stuff like that, and I really don't see what it matters anyway. Thank you, honey.
Oh, it's
you snuck past me again. Hold on. I see. Ha ha. You should have kept your mouth shut. Ha. Rah. You know, I won't be on here forever. And don't say something smart like I'll forget about it by then either. What were we talking about? On topic. Yes. Yeah, I got one of those too. Yeah, exactly. I got a friend. All he'd have to do is go down and do the DNA thing, and he wouldn't have to pay child support. You know what he said? Because this was mentioned to him by his parents and by some of his friends, because child support's killing him. He said, "That's BS. That's my little girl. I don't care anything else about it. I mean, you are who you are. If you're American, you're American." Uh, if you know, if we couldn't have had kids, we'd have adopted. Ain't no need for no DNA stuff. I like people, because I've talked about illegal immigration and stuff. People always try to throw the racist card out there. I'm like, you really need to go to my family reunion. But you got a hard do. I'd have to hate half, or I don't know, two-thirds of my family. That's just not going to happen. I mean, it's silly. I'd have to hate my own grandson. Not going to happen. Heck, if I was prejudiced, I'd have to hate my own son. His mother was from Irish descent. Thought you weren't going to open that. People fear what they don't understand. And I'm watching the chat over here, and everybody, checking like relationships and stuff like that. And that there's nothing wrong with it. Just be aware that the chat replays with this video, and there's only 12 of y'all watching. I've only had 12 views or whatever. These things have been going upwards of 100 views. So somebody's coming in and watching them after. Don't know who, don't know why, but they see all of this. And you don't want a troll tracking you down and giving you no grief. So just be careful what you put in the chat. It's just prudent. No, I didn't. Hey, Brad, have a good night, man. Rod's kicking your butt on them cantaloupe. But he's eating. He got more sunshine than you do, and that's what they eat. They eat sunshine. Now, don't get me wrong. After you've been, I don't think charged with, but like convicted of, I think you should be put in the register. Or if you want to volunteer it or whatever, but I just don't. Well, no, that's y'all's business. I just,
Trevor never says anything bad. He just makes it right.
yeah, you're like that, OPSEC guy. Then how much did you pay that guy to do the stand-in for you on those videos? I mean, you're like gray man extraordinaire. That Onyx Cave video, I've been on my computer, not my view, because I was thinking about editing something else together. And man, I would give anything to catch that conversation with that other fellow that was in there. That would have been just that 20 seconds. That would have made the whole thing. And that old guy was cool. People do not understand the concept of gray men at all. You want to be gray man in this town? It's a different story than being a gray man in Dallas. You want to be gray man in Kentucky, Tennessee, rural, it's different when next to impossible. But it's different than being gray man in Branson, Missouri. Um, Gray man is being able to go unnoticed in a populated area. Now going ghost, that's when you head to the hills and nobody knows you're there.
$9.39.
Did somebody ask something?
No, I was looking at you. 9:39.
Oh,
People, probably.
yay. I'm still trying to figure out why melatonin matters. It's your attitude and the way you treat me. And actually, until you've treated me wrong, I'm going to treat you like you're treating me right. Now, after you've lied to me, it's different. After you've done something to me, it's different. I'm a firm believer in that forgiving, but forget's not in the book. Matter of fact, it says stay cautious, stay aware.
Morning.
You just put it up there.
Huh?
Which TV show are y'all talking about?
I don't know. That's super.
Yeah. She actually, I watched it. I was like, there you go, go and go. There's your next video, Lily. Lily goes ghost. Remember, nobody can see you. And I love that kids cameos in your little videos, though. I love that. And do you ever give them chickens back their eggs?
Better go to bed.
Sorry. Good night. Do well in school. Get educated. Learn. Don't blow your money on college. Trade school. Twice as much money. No debt. I just sit there doing the bath all right. I've tried it more melatonin rich funerals than I've cried at light ones. What's the bit like? Let's say you go do 4 years of college, and then I really am. I'm gonna get off here after this. But what's after you do 4 years of college? What's your average income supposed to be? Your average annual income? Does anybody know what the number is now? Hey, Mike Gilbert. I mean, I can't. I could Google it, I guess, but I think it's 45 a year or something like that. 35 to 45 a year is what a 4 year college will get you. You can go to a trade school, no 2 year school. And some of them 6 months. And around here, you can knock back 100 G. Pay off your student loan in your first year. The rest of it's yours. You work, you get dirty, you sweat. Then you go home to a really big house with a really big air conditioner. That on yourself, and you don't have 14 roommates because everybody's starving to death because they're only making 35 a year, and their student loan payments come out to about 9 or 10 grand a year. Exactly, smoking. How long did it take me to pay off that stupid student loan? Uh, 12 or 14 years, something. For a degree I do not use. But I like what it did for. Yeah, 15 years right at it. And I wouldn't have got it done. Miss Numbers over there did all that for me. Seriously, I mean, I've used a lot of what I learned, but I could have learned it in trade school. Well, that's a lifestyle choice. That's where a lot of the guys make a mistake around here. They start making the money, and then they get credit, and they let their credit card overrun their paycheck. Yes, sure. All right, survival columns. You have a good one. Well, 180 if like you learn how to be like the person that operates the mint machine that makes pennies. Yeah, but just the thing there, which they're trying to do something similar here, is though you don't have to pay it back, somebody else does. Um, and they are doing that now. Because the government guarantees the student loans, the ones that go into default and stuff, the interest and yada 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 and everything like that is yeah, roundabout way we get hit in income tax and stuff like that. All right, Savage, have a good night. Yeah, all y'all people, y'all got the right idea. Y'all need to bail on my crazy butt. I got me and Mitch got to talk about stuff anyway. What are you and him talking about? Oh man, I'm sold. That end of story, man. If I find a piece of dirt around Wesley, Arkansas, I'm there. I'm actually thinking about looking in the southwest, no southeast Kansas. They told me dirt was cheap. Oh, PJF said something about it. Hey Keith. Anyway, folks, I've been on here. I'm sure somebody could tell me. It's the hour and a half again already. Yeah. We'll start the 5-minute goodbye then. Uh, I wouldn't know how to live without having to dodge tornadoes. I've, I've grown up playing with them. You can get a kite to go on up there in the tornado. The just got to keep it reasonably flat with some open visibility. The only downside to that Wesley place is that it's a long ways to Walmart. Um, so yeah, there's that. But that's good for the lifestyle we choose to live. You can find a place conveniently located to a metro area for the beautiful, wonderful, joyful things that life has to offer in the modern world. You know, movies, restaurants, shopping, huge droves of people. Or you can choose a quiet, peaceful, safe lifestyle out in the country.
I didn't even know.
What's that?
This thing's comment.
420 hours. Oh.
So, gotta keep your toes.
Yeah.
Chipper's on my side.
What? I gotta learn to read this stuff. Y'all are counting down. Y'all are funny. All right. Oh, I wish I was a biker. Tattoos and leather jackets and boobs. We live.
No, not chopper.
Chipper. Chopper.
Chipper. It's not that hard.
Anyhow. You people, I mean, we've got destinations. The people that we're going to see arranged it for us. So we're locked into that. We've got responsibilities. But if there's any way that we can make it happen, we'll try to meet y'all. This is the this is the easiest I can make it. There's no prejudice, no favoritism, no nothing. It'll be, if it can happen, it can happen. If not, no. Care about all y'all. I really want to meet all of you. If it weren't for that whole, the height of my snorkel I would have to have on the vehicle to drive to Big Island over there, I'd really like to meet Just face to face. But I'm not flying over that much water. So, not getting on a boat for that long either. Oh, I could have hit send on that. There's my email. Never know until you know. Okay. God bless y'all. Don't stay alive. Don't die. I pray that our Father Yah finds your house peaceful, cared for, full of love. I pray that each of you has found the Son and knows the Father. God bless. Don't stay alive. Don't die.